just building up on a themed build-off competition that I've entered. Basically, we've got to do a New Vegas themed build. Now, I've decided that I'm going to try and do my recreation of Fallout New Vegas, obviously, but the Good Springs settlement, the Good Springs town. Now, obviously, it won't be 100%, but I'm going to try and get it as close to as possible. Now, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm actually streaming here. It's kind of being a pain in the ass. Just give me 1 second. There we go. I think we are good. Yes, we are. Just make sure the volume is down. There we go. Right, there we go. Right. So yeah, I'm trying to recreate Good Springs. So we'll head on into the game now. Obviously, some of the buildings are going to be not quite right. Now, one of the things I have found, and I am doing a Paradise Falls build too, is that in the game, in the other games, the external cells, the outside cells, are actually smaller than the inside. So it kind of really messes up the exterior of buildings. They all seem to be a lot bigger on the inside. So I'm just trying to sort of create something that at least looks very similar. So what we've got here is my version of the Prospector Saloon. A little bit of furnishing in there. Nothing too much at the moment. Just the basics, as I would call them. And then over here we have the now this is supposed to be the doctor's house. Now on the outside it's really tiny in New Vegas, and on the inside it's quite large. Now, as I said, I can't build everything that needs to be there if I don't have the smaller size. We'll get this pillar out of here. So I'm just trying to do my my little version of Good Springs. So now what I do actually need to do, now I do have my laptop here as well, because I've actually got the game playing on my laptop. I need to try and work out. So what I'm going to start on today is I'm going to try and move these two buildings that I've already built, and try and they sort of suit the existing town. It's just kind of hard to get the layout out. So I am actually building in Sunshine Tidings here. You're going to be a pain in my ass and not let me place it. Now, where am I? I always get lost in this house. It's not going to let me place it over there, I don't think. Why is it not going to let me place it over the lake? It's just going to be a pain in my ass. Let's try and put some floor in there. Maybe that's the problem. And the other thing I've noticed is when you're building these buildings, there's a lot of areas that are actually sort of non-existent, if you know what I mean, like empty sections of the walls and stuff that just don't match up and don't line up. No, it's not going to let me put it on that lake, that little pond. One thing I have found is the Place Anywhere tool. Let's see if it does it again. Oh, no, don't want to be stuck in there. I think I don't know if it works. I don't know what it's doing, but if I put the Place Anywhere tool on the actual thing, it tends to let me place a lot easier. See, it wasn't letting me place on the lake there before at all, but now it is. So we'll see if it actually lets me drop it. Just being a pain, because I need it to sort of be in a different position to where it actually is. I don't know if it's the rocks and stuff at the back, so we might try and do it this way. I sort of don't want it sitting up too high, so we may have to I don't know, it's just being a pain. I do not understand why it's not letting me place here. Perhaps it's all this, I don't know. Perhaps it's all this stuff. It's kind of weird. It looks like they've just picked up the pond and shifted it. Now, I think I said I was working at Sunshine. I'm actually working at Starlight. I'm using a mod that cleans the whole area up. So it's not allowing me to place this building at all. Can we move it over here? Let's try it over here then, just out of the way a little bit. So that came up with the Place Anywhere. I think it's actually working, that it still picks up the Place Anywhere. Get it as far across as we can, just so that it all lines up as best. Try and get it as low as possible as well. Yeah, this is the doctor's house, so we'll just make sure we haven't got any real grass and crap showing through. This is going to basically be my version of Goodsprings. Now I did look around for, but I did really want to have an actual settlement, because I did want to have people. So I think that's about as good as we're going to get. Now I'm going to be working on the general store, which is directly next to the hotel, the saloon here. So let's get our foundations going first. It's pretty much in line with that. Oh, this cord keeps getting annoying and in my way. It looks like it's about 3 wide. Now I would like to use sort of items that look similar to what's there, but I think that's therein lies where we're going to have the problem, where things just don't, textures and stuff don't match up as well as they should. So I think I'm just going to have to make do with what I've got and make it at least look similar. So got messages coming through. So again, we've got the like the wall like that there. So let's remove these ones out. Remove those ones out, then I'll be able to use these walls here. Just retextured with the red brick. Give me a second, I'm just going to get down a little closer so see if I can figure it out. Okay, so it's right in the middle.
This used to be Apple Gamer.
Minicrafter, Apple Gamer. We were talking the other week, weren't we? How have you been, my friend? This building's not all red brick, but I think that's how I'm going to have to do it because I don't have anything that sort of matches that brickwork. Now you'll see what I mean by the difference in size. Now I'm sort of going what it looks like on the outside of the build. But the inside's going to be definitely a different shape, so I'm going to have to...
Chewy.
Oh, my phone keeps locking itself.
This is my new channel that I make Minecraft videos.
G'day bros, welcome mate. How are you?
I'm good, mate, and you?
Relaxing on a Sunday afternoon before we have to go out. So I just thought I'd get some build in. This is the build for the, there's a Facebook page that I'm part of, and we challenged each other to a New Vegas style build, and I'm currently trying to recreate Goodsprings. not exactly as easy as you would think. Oh, don't be a pain, let me do what I want to do.
What is the Facebook page, mate? Cool idea.
It's the Facebook page is the Fallout Survivors community. I've been on there for a while now, and we've had a couple of small build challenges and things like that lately. So I figured I would take the opportunity to join in. I did one the other week. We had to do a survival shelter. That's where I got the idea for building into the aliens cave. That was a result of that competition. Really wish these barn roofs would snap to really wish the barn roofs would snap to normal walls, but they don't. So we'll see how this looks.
Okay, I love that, caveman.
Yeah, I struggled really. I really did struggle to find a good place to build that. And then when I seen the cave, I thought, I'll see what I can do. And I think it came out really well. I was quite happy with the way.
I'm gonna build there too.
It's actually surprisingly big a place to build. It really is. Like it's actually quite a large area. I didn't think I was going to fit so much in there. Um, but yeah, it come out as good as I think it could have. Where's my stupid pillar? Where's my... So yeah, I'm just trying to make this look as close as possible. I've had a bit of an issue with actually trying to find something that's even possible. Did I seriously grab the short one? What am I doing? So... Ah, no, I know why. So I kind of shoved the post into the ground too far.
LOL, I have so many place anywhere posts all over the place.
I lose them. I lose them. And the funny thing is they actually snap to the because they're the posts off the wire fences. They actually snap to them. I've lost that many doing wire fences and not working out where they go. But at least on PlayStation 4 we do have a Place Anywhere mod now. And I used to be on Xbox. I used to play on Xbox, and I found the Place Anywhere mod on Xbox could be really finicky at times. I need to bring those down. This one, it actually works quite well until you lose 50 of these things into the ground. But even this gets a little finicky at times. I think that's as close as we're going to get it. Now I've actually got my my laptop here with New Vegas running, so I can match up to what it is. Now, as I was saying before, what happens is even in Fallout 4, it's the same. The external cells, the buildings look smaller. So half the buildings that I've built, they're all actually bigger than they should be.
What settlement object mods are you running, mate?
I'm using USO. I'm using...
I am uploading a video right now.
Minecrafter. Alright, well I'll have to check that out. But the mods I'm using are USO, custom vanilla assets, and there's one called workshop items, or workshop objects, that gives me new types of like walls and stuff. I'll show you. So if you're back in the sort of the vanilla section, not the USO menu, helps if I go all the way back out. I get things like this. These come with the workshop objects or workshop items. I'll put a link in the description. Now, not all of them snap. If you see here, some of them will snap together. I personally don't mind these roofs. They give a bit of a different texture to the roofs. But you get quite a lot of things. So they sort of look like the Covenant House walls.
I have not sleep yet.
Seriously, dude, you need to sleep. It's not good to be awake that much. Now I've got to put, because the inside of this building is actually wood. Kind of get lost where I am with the pieces. Inside of this building's actually wood. Can I do this? I can raise the roof up a little bit, that's not a problem.
Can you give us a look of the rock shed structure you had in the background there? LOL, I know the feeling, Minecrafter123.
I'm using a mod that cleans up Starlight Drive-In. Now, because there was a shed that had the workbench in it, he's removed the shed.
Thanks.
And he's added in this. It's actually pretty cool. Just to hide the workbench, but if you look carefully, it is actually floating. So there is a mod that's going to allow that allows you to move the workbench, but I haven't actually messed around with it too much. I don't know how buggy it'll be, and if you accidentally delete your workbench, then you're pretty much screwed. The mod that I'm using to clean up is, I think it's Cozies. I think it was. I tried a couple and none of them really sort of worked, though. A couple of them were really buggy. And
one more night to go.
Seriously, dude, you need to sleep. That the being awake that long is not good for you. Oh, there we go. We have the brick on the outside, and then we have the wood on the inside. Why is that? Ah, because there's a door there, isn't there? Duh. Alright, so now we need to do the inside. There's actually a little room out the back here, which I think is just a 1x1, 1x2, no, 1x1. Awesome. Snap.
My eyes are so sleepy.
Well, that's because you haven't slept. Let's mix up the textures just a little bit. Alright. So this is basically a shack out the back. Let's use the big one.
The rock shed was really cool, man. I like it. LOL Minecrafter123.
Yeah, I didn't mind it either. It's pretty cool. It's one of the, just a different. I mean, I only used it because I wanted such an open space, and it actually flattens it out. If you look over here, oh look, there's my other post that I had. Because in the vanilla settlements, the border will actually go to the ground. So he's removed, but you can actually remove quite a lot. Like I'm outside the building area, and I'm still capable of scrapping things all the way to say here. My phone keeps locking itself. So I'm actually outside the building area, but yet I can still scrap stuff. So I just wanted a big open area in order to. Now we'll use Sanctuary, but I'll fill that up with another build. What I'm going to do is I need my place anyway, post.
It's been weeks.
Because I'm using my computer with the game, I've got to keep looking down. Dude, you really need to sleep. That's really not good. So now we're going to do the ceiling. I might just use the barn roofs here. Just use these flat ones. They'll give us same effect on the inside as the actual building.
Tomorrow.
And then we have a couple of pillars that are. See, in the actual game, this building is much bigger. It's much longer. But I'll make it work. I think. I may have to extend it out one more. Yes, I think I do. kind of hard when you don't have like a floor plan or a layout in order to work out the dimensions.
Emoji smiling face with sunglasses. Emoji smiling face with sunglasses.
What did that do? Oh, because I put the... Oh, the snapping in this game is shocking sometimes.
Nice live stream.
Well, thank you.
Some compromise one must accept, Chewy. Would be cool if we could make just the shell of the structure and the inside would be an interior cell.
Yeah, that's what I'd say, because we could, yeah, because they always end up being too big. It can get kind of frustrating because you build the outside on rough sort of specs, rough measurements, but then you go inside. Because originally I tried to make
CECE bomb bomb.
I tried to make the Vicky Vance casino, and I sort of roughly measured out the outside, and it all looked good. It all seemed like it was working. But then when I went on to the inside, it ended up being... I had to make the outside of the building about 3 times bigger than what it actually was. So that didn't exactly line up and measure up correctly. Which really annoyed me because I was doing so well. I was getting it, like, it looked really, really quite close. But then when I went outside, I took up the entire area. And I was building here as well. It pretty much took up the whole area. I think the only way you'd be able to do it and have a loading cell is actually to create a mod of your own that did it. And I just don't have the time for that. There we go, that's going to look a little bit closer. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I might have to change those interior walls, I don't know. So, about halfway up we have some pillars. Get rid of that. I don't think that's going to snap.
My channel is friendly and family.
What am I doing? They need to be further across. so hard to work out the, I think they're about the middle. That's about as close as I'm going to get it. This won't be a very long stream. I am going out in a couple of hours. So I'll just thought I'd jump on, do a quick stream, do a quick show through. Well, there's nothing wrong. Sorry about that, Mini Crafter. I kind of missed that comment. Sorry, mate. Nothing wrong with friendly and family. So now we have the basic structure of that.
I love your channel.
Why, thank you. We had a good chat last time you were, I was streaming, you jumped on. We have... Okay, so now we have, there's like a random house and a big ass rock. But I don't know if it's going to work. We have, I think they're in here. Actually, no, they're in miscellaneous structures, aren't they?
Can you build a hotel?
I actually have. I'll have to find the save file and I'll upload it. I did about 4 or 5 floors. And had about 20 rooms. I'll have to find the save file and pretty sure I've got like complete houses in a mod that I'm using. I can't remember which one.
My last stream was maybe not so family friendly, although a lot of my family showed up, lol.
Yeah, it's all good. I have friends watch me and watch my videos, and some of them are sometimes a little bit what the sort of thing. But you're only a kid, you're like 13, dude. You should be careful. Oh no, that's Bros. Oh, that's alright for you. That's okay. Sorry, mate. Actually, what I might do is I might change this and put the comments on the screen. It's getting a little bit annoying. How do we do this? Let's go over to here. Can I change it? There we go. There we go. Now I can actually see the I can see the comments without having to constantly look down at my phone. No, sorry. I thought you were the Mini Crafter. He's like 13. And then I realized that that was you that made the comment. Well, that makes me that makes me older than you know. If you say like 30, yes, I'm actually 34. I'm older than you for I'm older than somebody for once. Now I do have a mod that gives me like complete buildings. Ah, that's the ones I want. There's ones that look like sanctuary houses. So many things to go through. These are cool. I'm going to work out how to use these one day. Only problem with a lot of this stuff is I don't think a lot of it snaps. Nah, cause we're never too old for Fallout. I've been playing Fallout games since the first one. Fallout 1 is still one of my all-time favorites. I'm the best YouTuber in the world. If only that was true. Mr. Unibro's right there. He's he's on par with a few others. These are weird. Look, check that out. I've got a mod that gives me like complete. They look like sanctuary houses. Well, I'm glad you. I'm glad you believe that. I'm glad you think that. No, I'm actually. You know, I'm actually considering going through. I might have to just use this, but I don't know if it's going to let me place it. These are being a pain in the ass. These houses. I'm gonna go and do a playthrough of all the first 4 games, 1, 2, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 3. I'm gonna go through and do a playthrough of each of them and upload the videos. But no, Fallout has always been the type of game that I've always played. Oh look, my phone's buzzing again. Hang on a moment. I swear I've got those houses. I don't want to have to recreate another house. It's annoying. I've turned the voice off, the robot voice. And that's way too many letters to read. That's cool. I like those. Now, a lot of these mods, like these items don't place properly. I'll have to use that somewhere too. Alright. So we got that house, or we have that house. Neither one of them look right. Ah, look, the shed popped back in. The reason, I don't know if you guys know, do you know why those things pop back in? I need to go out at about 1 o'clock. Well, I need to be out by 1 o'clock, so probably another half an hour, 45 minutes. I'll be doing a live stream. Ah, look, the shed. The reason that they pop back is because the item that you're selecting shares the same y-axis on the map as the shed. Yeah, some of the items are really weird. You got to get them up high enough to clear everything. If you can at least place them, you can use most of the time you can use place anywhere mod to actually get them to place. So we might just use that one. Some of the pieces are really weird, like they don't like to, they get really bad collision. build some stairs. I'm not too fussed. I just so I've got a few of those sort of smaller non-enterable houses. Yeah, what'll happen is if you just keep selecting, like, and go back through, you'll generally get it to stop, but it's the, they share the same axis. How do I create my thumbnails, Minecrafter? I do mine all through my PC. Once I've uploaded the video, I'll change the thumbnails. I've got a couple of like screenshots and custom made thumbnails that I use on certain parts and certain series that I'm using. If you have a look at my Walking Dead one, that's a custom thumbnail that I made. It won't let me roll it any. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. You know, you got me. Managed to allow me to place my house. Now I'm pretty sure you can build stuff in here. Let me see. I think you can furnish these too. I think they actually have a collision. Look at that. A lot of these mods that give you these houses, you can't place anything. Yours are alright, you know. I just get bored and I sit there and mess around with screenshots that I've taken, or just make up something custom. I was talking to my kids the other week. I'll be actually changing my logo for my channel. My son's a little bit of a budding artist, and he's drawn me a cartoon Chewbacca. I could if I owned the game. I don't actually own the game. I could possibly buy it. I think that's about right. But no, my son's drawn me a cartoon Chewbacca, which I'll be using as my my channel logo for a little while. All that, and I really don't like that house. That's crap. I do have others. I know I do. See, mods give us way too many options. Way too many options. Hey, that's cool. That I can use. Well, I'll have to have a look at Minecrafter. Yeah, I did mine because the one that I'm using at the moment, I just did it that because it sort of stuck out. It stuck out, and it was a 5-minute thing that took me to make. But I do want a new one, so I'll use the one that my son drew me because he's quite good. Yeah, this one's good. This is workshop items or something like that. I'll post a link in the description, but it's the closest thing that gives us like pre-war sanctuary houses. But the problem is a lot of them don't sort of snap together. These ones will, so you can basically create your own sanctuary houses with that. It's pretty limited, but you do get like even like your normal things like vault. They're like sanctuary house style vault pieces. So this one's actually pretty good, and as I was saying before, like you get a lot of the mods that give you the houses. You can't you can't place anything in the houses, but this one allows you to get stuff like this. It's a good mod. It's pretty limited, but it gives you those little extras. I don't use it very often. I use it mainly for the roofs like that, and just to mix things up. And sometimes these walls here, which I think I'm going to have to build these houses out of, which isn't a big deal, so I don't even really need... Only problem is a lot of them don't snap, see? So they take a bit more time to place. Unless I haven't really messed around with the walls and stuff too much. I don't think they snap to the... No. So I know there's a couple of in here, but I don't know if they're any good. Because we've got these houses. I don't think you can place things into these. There's the that's the building from Egret Tours Marina. I'll bust it up as well. Alright, well, we'll move on. I know what I'm going to do next. I actually want to start furnishing... This is the doctor's house. Actually, I'm going to start furnishing this. So the layout in here is pretty much perfect, but the building on the outside is about 3 times bigger than it should. I'll show you, this is the my version of the Prospector Saloon. Yeah, that's why they don't snap, because they're not nav meshed. And if I was on Xbox, there's a mod that actually creates allows you to snap, but PlayStation 4 that needs an external script, so it just doesn't work, which is an issue. Like when I've got the time, I sit there and I'll sit there and spend the time and actually snap them together, make them line up perfect. But when it comes to a build competition, like, I can get away with doing stuff like this that normally I would do. Like I've done this a few times with buildings where you just don't want the brick on the inside, so layer them with wooden walls, and it comes out not too bad. I should really get rid of that wall there and just leave the but I don't know, I'll work it out. So what I want to do is I want to start furnishing these 2 places. I've done most of the bar, so we might furnish this shop, which is just the general trader. So we need... Now I'm just going to basically copy what's in New Vegas the best I can. So I have to do, for the build competition, I have to do reference photos. Well, they've asked for reference photos, so I'll have a few reference photos to show them. Let's do it roughly for now. One thing I'm going to struggle to do is this place has actually got like freezers I'm going to struggle to find something that looks like a freezer. Might have to use the Place Anywhere, not Place Anywhere, the Swapper mod to possibly flip. I'll jump onto your channel a little bit later. I did check you out the other day while I was on my lunch break. But I will definitely jump on and sub to you. I might have to try and see if I can flip a couple of fridges using the Swapper mod. Don't even know if that's going to be possible, but I guess I can try. Is it that pillar? Yes. Now I was going to give you a shout out today, you know. I was going to give you a very good shout out and plug a couple of your videos. That tugboat build you did, that was pretty good. I didn't know you could do that with the Swapper mod. I had no idea you could have items to disappear. Not that I've really messed around with the Swapper mod too much, but I honestly did not know you could do that. Yes, I don't know how I'm going to do this. These freezers. I might have to. So I'm thinking if I can use, where is it? These here. If I can use these and maybe flip them using the Swapper mod. But I honestly don't know. I haven't used Swapper very often, so I kind of... I don't want the general tilt tool, do I? Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I'm even struggling. Like, I want to try and tilt these, but I don't know if I can tilt them as far as I want. I don't even know if it's going to let me. I haven't had a lot of time to mess around with Swapper. Oh, there we go. So what is that, like? Like, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I may be able to jump on and have a look, Minicrafter, but I'm going out for a birthday party this afternoon, so I may not be able to catch your stream. Yeah, I get that too. I get builder's block and that sucks. This mod annoys me to no end. Grr. I have to mess around with it. I haven't had time. Yeah, I get builder's blocks too, and I've been busy and flat out with other things lately. Yeah, I know. I'll mess around with it. For the sake of two freezers, I may be able to find somewhere that some way that's a little bit faster. Basically, there's a freezer here, and then there's another one here. Oh, on this side. I have quite a few games. I actually share my games with my son. He's just bought Far Cry Primal, which I've been playing. It's quite good. But no, for the sake of two freezers. Yeah, I've been meaning to check out your guide. Yeah, I know you did it. You were using it. I just haven't had a chance. I will check it out before I continue this build. What do we want? What kind of benches are they? Okay. I'll definitely check that out because I will need it for another build that I'm doing. I have games like The Last of Us, Far Cry Primal, Dying Light. Is that what it's called? Dying Light, yes. I share my games. I've been playing Lego Worlds with my son the last few nights. Yeah. I've got my laptop going. I'm not just like that good at remembering. I have to do the same thing with my Paradise Falls build. I've got to have the computer with the game running or a ton of screenshots. There's no way in hell I would ever remember where everything goes. Yeah, I've got GTA 5 too. I stopped playing it. It's getting boring. Yeah, what I might do, because I'm over trying to get things to just work the way they're supposed to work. I'm going to do this and then I will glitch in benches later. So that needs to come forward. I'll glitch the benches in properly later, and I'm just trying to get the bulk of the furniture into each of the rooms. And just generally trying to make it look the same. What's over there? Yeah, no, there's no way I'd remember where everything is. I don't have that good a memory. Oh, I better drink my coffee before it goes cold. Now, I don't know if anyone can see, but I'm actually wearing... my coffee cup's a Chewbacca coffee mug. And I'm wearing a Chewbacca t-shirt. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It's Chewy. I mean, it's not as though I like Chewy or anything. No, that name started off as a nickname from my my wife. She it was a bit of a nickname, pet name, and it's just kind of stuck. All right, cool. I'll definitely check it out. Like I said, I'm going out for my father-in-law's birthday get together this afternoon. Well, I am a bit of a Star Wars fan. I haven't seen the last couple of movies, to be brutally honest. But yeah, I am. You don't want to see. You really don't. No, it's because my name is Matthew. That's my actual non YouTube name, and people were calling me Matt Chew. It just gradually, slowly went to Chewy. It was a bit of a pet name for my wife and a few friends. Ah, I keep doing that. It's a problem with mods. Too many menus. No, no, you don't. You really don't. You ever heard the saying, what has been seen cannot be unseen? Yeah, that's pretty fitting with that situation. Look at that. Now that looks like that bedroom. There's only a bed and a fridge in there. Who doesn't want to sleep next to a fridge? So I think that's about the basic furniture. My favorite all-time game, other than Fallout 4, is a game called Space Quest. There's a whole series of them. They were all um, point and click adventure games. They were my all-time favorites, full of puzzles and stuff like that. But Fallout is obviously another one of my all-time favorites. I've played them all the way through. uh, See, we all get our names for different reasons. Hey, it's still better than a friend of mine. His nickname is Skirt. Now he's a like a 35-year-old guy who has a nickname of Skirt because he'll never wear the pants in the relationship. So we got to laugh at that, and we take the piss out of him all the time for it. I'm kind of lost on what I'm doing. I forget what I'm doing. Sam and Max Hit the Road. Absolutely love that game. The problem with them now is you can't. They don't run. Like, you can't buy the old games, and you can't get them to run properly on a new PC. They don't seem to work unless you've got emulators. I do have the collection for Space Quest. I do have that collection, and it does run quite well. But no, point and click back in the 80s were 80s and 90s. They were the games to play. Yeah, I'm not a big Minecraft player. I play it with my son occasionally. Yeah, Scrum. I couldn't remember what it was called. And the old Monkey Island games. The Monkey Island games were my favourite as well. I love those games. What am I looking for? I'm gonna have to build this house by hand. It'll be fine. It'll be done. Yeah. I couldn't remember the name of it. I knew there was something. I knew there was something that you could use, but I couldn't remember the name of it.
Wait there.
Let's tell Dogmeat to get the hell out of the way. But no, they were good games. I enjoyed every minute of it. The old point and clicks. Yeah. Yeah. I remember the first one I ever played. I just kept getting stuck. Was that the one? If you think I'm the best YouTuber, you should go check out Unobro's channel and watch him build a house out of rubbish. And that's no lie, he actually did that. I want brick. So these are the pieces that annoy me because they don't snap, but I will make them work. Is that it? Oh, no, actually these ones do snap. Awesome. It's going to be making these empty shells of houses a lot faster. Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. I am so gonna have to reinstall them and play them through again. And live stream them. That would be awesome. Guybrush Threepwood. Where is it? Wrong menu, that's why. So there's these ones too, these are cool. All I want is the roofs. These are cool. This comes in that mod that I was showing you. That's actually a roof, apparently. My phone keeps buzzing. Yeah, I'll have to check them out. I've got the originals. I remember years ago, my dad bought me, my dad bought them for me. There was a game a while ago. There was a Sam and Max game. I think it was I think it was like a fan had made it. Custom vanilla assets, yeah. I started using custom vanilla assets after I watched you build your house out of rubbish piles. Just trying to find roofs that fit. I might have to just use the barn roofs. Because I'm pretty sure they should snap. Ah, you're not going to snap. Screw you. Now, we're not going to get political here. You're all welcome to your opinions, but... Ah, it's not going to snap, bastard. No, the original LucasArts games, I don't think anyone's ever going to be able to make another one that will be anywhere as good. They're the top. They come around once, maybe twice in a lifetime, and unless you've sat there and played through them all, you'll never know how much fun they were. I absolutely loved any of the LucasArts games. They were all extremely well done. They were all very fun. And as a kid playing them, it made... because they were all puzzles and you had to figure things out. Oh, I'm out of building space. Where's my... oh, it's behind here, isn't it? I don't think he'd ever be able to build a wall, to be honest. Promises, promises. I thought I had a lot more weapons than this. No, but I'd still remember the first time ever playing Space Quest. That was that was probably one of the greatest games I've ever played. All I've got in my head, you know, is I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. It's all I can think about right now. Sorry, I missed your posts. Now, Mini Crafter, come on. Ah, wrong one. I want roofs. Yes, let me snap it like that. Awesome. I am so going to do that. I will do that. That is my next build. I am going to do a Monkey Island themed Fallout 4 build. That is awesome. I am so going to be doing that. Yeah, the 3 drunken pirates at yeah. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to. I'll record it or I'll live stream it as well. That'd be awesome. That'd be so much fun. Here's a little trick, because we don't have those other angled walls, roofs. This is where the place anywhere mod really helps. Watch this. I am so gonna do that. My next build. My next build, I'll do that. I'll have to find the game, install it, so I got the references, but I think I probably remember enough of it. Oh, that'd be awesome. Ah, come on. So one thing that bugs me about this mod, look, it drops. It's annoying. When you need like precision and it drops and you can't see what you're doing properly. Look at that. We have a perfect roof. I'm already doing a vault mini crafter. I'm doing like a shanty town inside Vault 88. So I haven't really uploaded anything on that yet because it's still pretty new, but I am doing a vault build. Look at that. Now that looks like a house. I just need to put some details on the outside and then we should be good. But that kind of looks like the house that's in the game. Kind of, sort of, maybe, perhaps not. I don't know. Alright, well that's going to be the end of today's stream. I really need to get ready so I can go out. But I hope you all come and join me next time, and thank you to Minicrafter and Unobros for joining in and having a bit of a laugh. I will give you an update, Unobros, once I start that build, which should be very soon. That's going to be a lot of fun. But thank you to everyone. If you haven't already, hit that like button, and I will see you all guys next time.